Assalamu alaikum, and welcome to another episode of the Chocolate Shack. Inshallah, today I'd like to share with you my experience. So you hear the brother always talking about, look, refer to Allah and refer to his messenger. If you're Muslim, that means refer to God and our Holy Prophet Muhammad, on him be peace. If you're Christian, that means refer to God and refer to Jesus or Christ, on him be peace. And every other leader of every other great divine religion, that's what I'm saying that you should refer to. Now, when I say that, I do realize that that's a very general statement to make. That's very general. Refer to Allah, refer to the messenger. Okay, I have a situation, I have a problem, and I did just that. Now, what else am I getting from that? If I refer to them, then what else am I getting? One of the things that I spoke about a while back in many of my videos is I talked about how it is that we should live in the moment. One of the techniques that I've personally learned to utilize is to stay in the moment. Because if we're living in the moment, as things start to happen to us in our lives, we're able to basically, reel ourselves back into our spiritual man, look at the world through our spiritual vision, and then we calm ourselves. We have an opportunity to calm down and realize that maybe what we're dealing with isn't as bad as we think. And if it is something that's really, really bad, by staying in the moment, we make sure that we just don't implode, right? We don't destroy ourselves, and we don't destroy others or hurt other people, property, etc. So today, I had an opportunity to do just that. I had to really refer back to the teachings of Sayyidina Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wa alihi, that is our master prophet Muhammad, on him be peace, and how it is that he dealt with things when he became stressed. And how it is that the great divines, the great sages, what do they do when they become stressed? So today I had one of those situations while I was in traffic. I had to consider a whole lot of things going on in my life. And that's finances, of course. Where am I going to live? Because I'm in the process of maybe choosing another place to live. How is it that I deal with my spouse? How is it that I continue to deal with my adult children? And how is it that I keep my own life together? How is it that I situate my own business? And in the process of doing all of this, I have to watch out for cars. A guy in front of me almost wrecked the car in front of him, which of course made me have to swerve out of the way. And all this is going on, and I can feel the anxiety in my life just going up, right? I can feel the anxiety just going through the roof. So before I popped off or said anything via road rage, I put myself in the moment. I said, oh, here is an opportunity that I have to practice what I preach. So I felt that anxiety. I felt like slamming on brakes, and I felt like rolling down my window and yelling out the window. I felt like going home and start, pop off at my wife and my children. And I said, no, this is where you put your money where your mouth is. This is when you could practice what it is that you tell others that they should practice. And of course, I started to feel my steering wheel, right? I just put my hands on the steering wheel and I rubbed the leather on the steering wheel. I took my focus outside of my own head and I started to look out of the window of my car. And I just looked at the buildings. I passed the buildings, right? I understood that I didn't have a wreck. I almost had a wreck, but I didn't have a wreck. Nothing happened. No flat tires, didn't puncture anything on my car. The cars in front of me, they didn't wreck. So everything was cool. The accident was avoided. And I started to look outside. I looked at nature. I looked at the trees, and I looked at the sky. I looked at the beautiful homes on both sides of the street. I reminded myself that I live in a very beautiful neighborhood. I live in a very beautiful part of Metro Atlanta. Low crime, beautiful scenery, beautiful homes, beautiful people. And I started to rehearse that to myself. And as I rehearsed that to myself, I could actually feel the tension come down a bit. Then I said, okay, take it to the next level. What else do the sages teach us? Well, the sages teach us to take some deep breaths. Draw in a good breath and then breathe it out. I did that 3 times, and I will swear by everything holy, I could actually feel that anxiety just leave me. And all of a sudden, now I'm driving home at about 45 miles per hour on the road, and everything was solid. Alhamdulillah, praise be to God. Everything was good. Everything was smooth. There was nothing to worry about. The anxiety about my job, the anxiety about my family, the anxiety about me almost having an accident, and concerning myself about having to maybe move my residence. All of that, all of a sudden, it just went away, and I felt great. I felt okay. I said to myself, now this is something that you have to go ahead and put on video and share with people, because this is the reality of it. That's all it is. Our world is a mirage. This world is nothing but a test and a mirage. What we think is going on is actually not going on the way it is. As we said in previous videos, the world isn't how it is, right? The world is how we are. It is we, from our own mind and how we construct things, that we then project it on to the world and everybody else. So now this was my opportunity to understand that no, this is you. You're feeling anxiety at the moment. Calm yourself. Reel yourself in. Reflect on being in the moment. Bring yourself back in the moment, and then everything will be okay. And by God, I can say that everything is okay. So I want to take a moment out to say that living in the moment and making sure that we understand that this world is nothing but a mirage, that we shouldn't take this world too seriously, that these are things that we have to be told, and once we're told, we have to learn how to bring these things into practice. So that's all I have for you today. I pray that everybody's well, and that this little bit of information is something that you can take to benefit yourselves. All right. Thank you very much for listening. If you like the video, please like it. And if you have not already, please subscribe to my channel. I love y'all. Take care. Peace.